Also, X is a terrible name for the service because there's a video tab now on X.com. And so when you want to look at X videos, that's just, I mean, just think about that one for a second. Terrible phrasing. Um, Maybe Elon just needs to buy xvideos.com to sort of clear that out. But yeah, it's certain. X is fundamentally, and so if you think about it, there's a reason why X is so terrible for content discovery. I mean, it's literally in the motto, or it's the slogan of what Twitter was. Yeah, Twitter is what's happening right now is the slogan. I think that's still what's happening right now. Yeah, what's happening is replacing happening now. Okay, whatever that means. Anyways, their slogan is "It's what's happening right now," and so, X was built from the ground up back when it was known as Twitter. It was built from the ground up to be a fire hose, and you sip from the fire hose, and every single architectural design of that system was designed for it to be a just-in-time content delivery system, um, and it is fundamentally built that way. And so, making it a content library is a lot harder than you would think. And again, I haven't looked at the code base. All I know is just a general look at the architecture of how X works, and it would be, and just by looking at that and sort of thinking about it, you can be like, yeah, this is incredibly difficult. It's sort of like, if you have some sort of analytics database, and you suddenly want it to, and this is sort of maybe a blunt example, but say you have a database that collects, I don't know, like mouse movement analytics, and then suddenly you want asset compliance on it. Like that would just, it's sort of, you're taking something that was fundamentally built to be a sort of like fuzzy analytics database, and now you want it to be like this super ordered thing. And I mean, maybe querying the information on X is not as hard as I'm making it out to be, but I mean, I would really have to take a look at how X works on the back end and sort of it's a fundamental change in how the website works. So if you end up making X a content discovery system slash content library, like SMR was saying, you really have to fundamentally change. Not just you may just have to fundamentally change how the website works, and I mean just visually. You may not need to change much on the back end. Maybe querying data is easier. Maybe querying X data is easier than what I think. But I think how it's actually going to happen is there's going to be a video section of the website, and there already is. I haven't used it on. Elon was saying that it's on like TV operating system, so like Apple TV and maybe like on like Xbox and everything, PS3 or PS3 on the PlayStation. Um, so I haven't used that, but yeah, you have to fundamentally change how X works. So right now, if I post a video on X.com, if it doesn't blow up within 24 hours, it will get thrown into a trash heap and never seen ever again. And that's a problem because on YouTube, I can post a video and 10 years later, it may blow up, because YouTube is a content discovery system. It is not a fire hose, despite the fact the amount of YouTube videos that are uploaded, every single day, or like even every just hour. Um, so I actually want X to become more of a content discovery system, because what use is a fire hose if you can't actually find like the best content? There doesn't. TikTok basically nails this, right? Because the TikTok is the quintessential fire hose, but the content discovery is really, really, really good. Um, you can sort of sort by the most popular posts of the account. Um, Most posts are pretty short on TikTok, so you can kind of go through everyone's posts. Maybe not all of them if they're a really big account or they've been around for a long time, but you can easily find content on TikTok. On X, it's impossible. Search is useless. There is a guy at X who works on search. I don't know what he does, and I don't mean that in a rude way, but there's been zero updates from the official X accounts um, that tell us anything about what's being done to develop search further. Um, so yeah, I really hope that X does become more content discovery because that would be especially useful for the subscribers feature. I don't know if there's a separate tab for when you have subscription only content. I assume you don't, but I do think that it gets like very high priority on the timeline for people who are subscribed to your X account. So we'll see.